Hey, girly pops. It's me. I just wanted to amend the bishop tier list just a little bit because I feel like I did Mercedes a disservice by at least not explaining why she's bad thoroughly. So, the big thing that I noted with Mercedes that makes her worse than the other bishop type characters is her crest in particular, like especially in contrast to the crest of Cethlean. And the reason I think that is the case is because the crest of Lamine is not actually a bad crest in itself. It's just that it doesn't go as far as the crest of Cethlean. And I'm gonna give you some math for this, okay? Get ready. Write this down. um, Mercedes can proc the crest on 4 spells: heal, physic, restore, and fortify. The crest of Lamine has a 10% chance to proc on any given faith utility spell. So for Mercedes, the only one she really cares about is fortify. And in Bishop or Gremory, the max amount of fortifies you can have is 4. So, with some simple math, getting the Crest of Lamine to proc at least once on all of your fortifies is approximately 35%. Which is okay, I guess. That'll give you 5 fortifies and an additional chance to proc the Crest of Lamine again. I said that Mercedes has about a 35% chance to proc fortify at least once. That means in a given map, you have about a 65% chance to not proc it at all. So it's more than likely that you will just not proc it on fortify at all, and then like the Crest of Lamine will have not been useful in a map. Of course, if Mercedes does get a Crest of Lamine proc on fortify, that's great. Love to see it. Perfect. But it's not very likely that it'll happen, unfortunately. And most of the time, it will be proccing on heal, physic, or restore, because just doing the basic math, if you're using those spells, they have way more uses than fortify. You're more likely to get it on one of those at least once, as opposed to fortify. That is to say that when the crest procs, it won't be as useful for Mercedes than it will for a different unit. Because if you save a heal, if you save a physic, if you save a restore, it's not going to give you that much mileage over the course of a battle. Maybe if you save a physic here and there, it'll be nice, but physic has enough uses that you'll be fine, at least if you're playing well. And even if you do run out of physic, heal is literally the same amount of healing. You just have to get in range, and that's like really the only caveat. On the other hand, the minor crest of Cethlean, which is on Linhardt, has a 30% chance to proc. And that's huge. That's literally almost as likely as Mercedes getting at least 1 fortify on any given healing spell. So for Linhardt in particular, he has heal and physic, which can be activated with the Crest of Cethlean. And those are the only spells that it can activate on, which means that regardless of which one it is, you will get something out of it. Because if you get the +5 heal on heal, that sounded awful. If you get the +5 heal with heal, then that'll still be good. Even if it's a little extra, like a little more than the character you're healing needs, it's still useful. And the same goes for physic as well. And just like a last little side note for Flane in particular, because Flane has the major crest of Cethlean, that has a 50% chance to proc on any healing spell, which is kind of insane to me Because with in the same case with heal, she's gonna be doing massive base heals because of that. And with Fortify, because like the whole reason I'm making this video is because Mercedes and Flame both have Fortify. Flame has a approximately 94% chance to proc the major crest of Sethlene at least once on Fortify. So it's pretty likely that she'll get it on at least two. And I think that goes a lot farther than Mercedes Fortify being saved at least once. So yeah, that's that.